So, Everton, West Ham. I'm afraid I'm playing catch up here because I'll cancel that for now. I started the video at the beginning of the match and then, like an idiot, pressed stop rather than pause, and so kind of destroyed that video. So I kind of doing it retrospectively a little bit, but basically I went into this game surprised at the original price of around 9 for Everton to score 4 goals. It was the lowest price on the whole sheet, really. Even the 1-1 was bigger than 9, and 1-1 being the most popular score in football, or the most common score in football. So it is usually pretty low, but and I started off with quite a lot of confidence, and the price had come in quite a bit actually before the game, but my bets were basically at 20 odd quid at odds of 9, and then just as the match started I stuck a cheeky fiver in at 8, which got taken surprisingly, and it was back out to 9, and that was my my liabilities around £195, I believe. And but slowly the games didn't quite go as I thought it would. Everton scored fairly early on, it looked like they would, and the only reason I stayed in till half time was because the quality generally in the game wasn't good, but West Ham are not coming back into it. And had it been, if we were looking at a better team than Everton, I would have been probably out for possibly a small loss, but I'd stayed in because they had a couple of long range shots since the goal, a couple of moments, but nothing spectacular. And the worrying thing is that West Ham just haven't really got into it. They defended okay, but they're looking a bit sluggish, and so I've sort of decided to come out. It's barely worth putting up this, but if nothing else, it shows that you don't be stubborn and stick to your initial assessment. I mean, I still don't actually think Everton will put 4 past West Ham, but it's because West Ham are playing so badly or just not really in the game, there's always a chance of it happening, perhaps more of a chance in my mind. And it's just it is sort of wave after wave of Everton attack, but luckily for me they're just lacking a bit. They're not obviously in the same league as Man City or Liverpool, and so it's sort of not surprising that the score has stayed 1-0. It would have been out a lot earlier had it been a different team. But yeah, I'm not going to stubbornly stick to my original bet, and I'm going to slowly come out of this any other home win for few p of profit, I suppose. Anyway, just been a while since I put up a video. It's not a great one to start off with. I've been off with an eye problem, so I haven't been able to look at screens for about 6 weeks, so that's why I've been rather quiet. Yeah, I'll keep this running maybe just into the second half, and then we'll just close it out and go from there. Incidentally, there's lots you could do. I mean, it's 1-0 now. If you thought there's going to be another goal, so it looks like there might be another goal, you could just obviously lay the 1-0. Or if you feel that the rather than put a tenner on that, let's just say, leaving with a £36 liability if it stays 1-0, you can always split that tenner and put a fiver on perhaps the 1-1 if you think West Ham look like coming back into it, or indeed on the maybe 2-0 for Everton. If you think the goal's going to be a little while in coming, but it'll come, then you've still got your profit on 1-0, and you've got sort of 50 quid on the 1-1 and 35 on the 2-0. The problem with that, of course, is if there are 2 quick goals, you're going to be in a much worse position with £9 profit to play with rather than 19. So, but often towards the end of the game, it's quite a useful thing to do. You think there's going to be a goal, you don't want to risk losing a lot of your profit that or even going into the red on the score you're on, but you could take the next two, or one to either side. You've only got a bit of time in the match left, and perhaps it's unlikely that 2 goals will be scored. You might end up with a better profit. So there's something to think about. I'll probably come out of this, and I may wait till the second half starts or not, but hope it's a gentle introduction, my return. Okay, cheers.